Chubby for the win. Oh, he scores. Michael Dow Cole, more like Michael Dow Goal. He went to Twitter and he said, "I love it here. The fans are amazing and I think I've turned my career around." You absolutely love to see it. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to your Saskatchewan Stags franchise mode. Now, in the last video, we found ourselves in a playoff spot. Yeah, that's right. We are in the playoffs as of right now. We have a wild card spot, and this is a extremely tight race. We are 8 points separated from 8th place, and we're tied for 6th and only a few away from 7th. So it's an extremely tight division here. So every game here on out is a must win. But I want to mention Braden Schenn with this little graphic here. Welcome home, Captain. Attaboy. I am super pumped that Braden Schenn is on our squad, and he's having a career year. I was looking at his stats. He had 70 points a couple of years ago, and that's been his career high. So he is definitely going to smash that this year. He's a plus 20. This is his, what, 8th year in the NHL. So it's nice that he's, coming home. He's the hometown kid. He's got the C. Welcome home, Captain. It's just a really good story, and I'm pumped to have him for hopefully the rest of his career, because we need a Saskatchewan-born kid, and he's going to lead us to the promised land. Now, I did make some line changes here. I moved Chubby to his original wing. He's a left winger. Maybe that's why he's struggling a little bit. He was playing on the right wing, so I moved him over to his correct wing. I actually moved Michael Dow Goal. I moved him up to the second line because he's having just an incredible turnaround here for his career. He's, I think, 3rd or 4th in rookie scoring, which is just insane, but he's getting power play time. He's the man. But in the last video, I mentioned that I maybe want to beef up our defensive core a little bit. Now, we got a comment here that kind of explains how I feel about this. Chase says, "The biggest thing here, it's a tight race in the division, so you shouldn't trade your first." I agree. You wouldn't want that pick being a lottery pick. Now, that's a little bit extreme, but it definitely could happen. So I definitely don't want to trade my first. He says, "Like you said early in the video, the only thing we need is time." So I don't really want to mortgage our future just to maybe, win 1 or 2 more playoff games. I wasn't expecting to be in the playoffs. This is just an added bonus. Like I've mentioned a few times, we kind of have that accelerated rebuild going on because we ended up getting a goalie and a defenseman, as well as 2 elite forwards in the 2 drafts that we've already done. So it would be nice to have another, elite top 2 guy to play alongside of Justin Faulk, but shout out to Justin Faulk because he is having a career year himself. 54 points in the contention for the Norris Trophy. That's awesome. 86 overall. He's putting the team on his back. I'm happy with that kind of contract. 6.3 is a steal for a guy who is potentially going to get 65 plus points. I feel pretty happy about that. Now, if we are going to make a trade, I think it's going to be to shed some cap. Now, Firestrike 2005, he says, "I would try to trade Boone Jenner. He's a 79 overall AHL player, and his contract expires in 2022. He basically says, get rid of that cap for something to help you on the playoff run. He says, like Kevin Miller or Travis Hamonic." So those are 2 players who are kind of the same as Luke Schenn and Trevor Van Riemsdyk. I don't want to just trade a player just to trade a player. Like, I think Trevor Van Riemsdyk is 80 overall. I don't think trading for an 81 overall is really going to help us that much. So I think if we are going to make a trade, it's maybe trading a guy like Boone Jenner. As well, we have another comment to go over, and this one is my bad. In the last video, I got a trade offer that involved James Reimer, and I was like, I don't want James Reimer. That guy sucks. Why would I want him? I'm an idiot because James Reimer is under contract by the Saskatchewan Stags. So I don't know what I was thinking there. I buried him in the AHL. He's 82 overall, so I am going to try and trade him. He's got 3.4 left on 1 year, so it's not like he's really hurting us. So that was my fault. I know there's a bunch of people in the comments being like, "You're an idiot. Why did you not make that trade?" I think the incoming player was Anisimov. I don't really need Anisimov, so I'm just going to try to trade James Reimer and Boone Jenner. We're going to see if we can package those guys up. They have a decent amount of cap, but I'm going to see what I can do. But thanks for letting me know on that James Reimer thing. I don't know what I was thinking. So the Dallas Stars really need a backup goalie, and that's good news for us because we have a backup goalie that we're not really doing anything with. So we're going to see if we can swing a trade here. Let's see if we can get a second. We're going to have to shed some cap, which is totally fine, but I'm going to see if they have a defenseman. Now, I said I didn't want to make a trade just to make a trade for a defenseman, but if there's anything that makes sense, Like Julius Honka, I mean, I'm kind of contradicting myself because I just said I don't want to trade for, a player who's just 1 overall better. Is that really going to make that much of a difference? But Julius Honka, he's 24 years old. How does he compare to Trevor Van Riemsdyk? He's younger, which is nice. He's a little bit more offensively minded, which I like. If we just swapped them straight up, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I think a second is a little bit too much. We're going to have to eat a ton of cap here, so I've taken on half of James Reimer's. I'll just take on again half of Trevor Van Riemsdyk. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter because both of their contracts end after this year. Obviously, you don't want to trade within your division, but they're quite a bit ahead of us, and it's not really like we're trading a superstar for anyone, so we're just kind of shedding a bunch of cap. I think a second's going to be too much. I think Julius Honka is pretty awesome. I think if we can upgrade him from TVR, that would be maybe a nice little upgrade. Now, I didn't want to just trade for an 81 overall and have the 80 overall chilling in the AHL, so I think if we swap them, that makes a little bit of sense. He's cheaper, he's younger, I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't really care about James Reimer or Boone Jenner, so they're basically just throw-ins at this point. So I'm going to see if I can get a third for next year, a third and a fourth for this year. Let's see. Let's just have a look here because they want James Reimer and they want TVR, and they also want to give up these picks. So Dallas, will this go through? Trade rejected. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Give me just the third. All right. At this point, I really don't care because, like I said, these two are just throw-ins. I don't really care. They're kind of just free trade value. So will this go through for Julius Honka and a third? Too far off. Okay. All right. I see. A fourth? Just give me a fourth. I feel like this should go through. This seems like it should go through. I don't know. Is this dumb? Let's try it. Will this go through? Trade rejected. All right, so they seriously don't want to give up Julius Honka. I've tried a ton of different things. That was just a giant waste of time. Let's just try to get whatever we can. Okay, so I have literally tried everything to make this trade go through. No one wants Boone Jenner. Everyone says his contract is too much. So we're going to leave it at that. We are going to see if we can trade James Reimer. I'm just going to try and get some picks, all right? I'm just going to get some draft picks, or we're going to call it a day. James Reimer was a fan favorite in Toronto. They're looking like they're going to go on a deep playoff run. Let's send him back to Toronto. We're going to get a third and Ian Scott here, who's just a goalie for our AHL team. Since James Reimer is now going to be back in Toronto, trade accepted. There you go. They're happy about it. We get a third and a prospect goalie. Whatever. That was a waste of... I'm at 27 minutes of my recording. You guys are probably only at like 8 or 9 minutes. That was a giant waste of time. No one wanted to take on that Boone Jenner contract, which is understandable, so that's fine, I guess. I tried trading Boone Jenner for a 7th. I tried trading him for a bag of pucks. No one wanted him, so it's all good. We're going to move on. We have a tweet from Stag Stats on Twitter. He says the Saskatchewan Stags have gone to overtime or a shootout against the Arizona Coyotes 5 times in a row. That's interesting. I didn't even know that. They are 0-0-5 against the Coyotes all time. Need to pick it up, boys. Hashtag fear the deer. All right, we got a trade offer here from the Dallas Stars, and boy, is it ever a blockbuster. Who is this guy? Canamo, who are you? 21 years old, low top 9. Okay, so we trade him a 4th for a 5th, and we give up this guy who is our first line center in the AHL for a much younger guy who's 21. That's a pretty good trade. We'll make that deal go through, yeah? We trade our 4th, we get another 5th. Why not? There you go. So we get a much younger player, 21 years old, and he does have that low top 9. So basically, it's a very low-risk trade. I'm fine with it. All right, so that was our giant blockbuster trade. Now let's go on towards the playoff push. Let's go, baby. I'm excited about this. I really want us to make the postseason. It's a very tight race, so again, every game counts. Let's go. First period against the Golden Knights. We're up 1-0. Sugimoto, baby, the Japanese sensation. He scores there, making it 1-0. Period number 2, it's still 1-0. Going into the third, Hiroyuki, the Japanese boys are on fire. They had sushi before the game. They were flying out there. Hiroyuki and Sugimoto getting it done. You love to see it. That seriously makes me so happy. Let's see what happened around the trade deadline. Was there any big moves that happened? We made that one trade. Vancouver gets Antti Ranta and Carl Gunnarsson, and we trade 2 firsts. Not we. And Jet Wu. I'm saying we as like a Vancouver fan, but 2 firsts and a promising defensive prospect for an aging goalie and a defenseman who I didn't even know was in the NHL still. Vancouver, Jim Benning, why do you do this to me? We got Ian Scott. There's that trade. Anything else big happened? Vancouver trades around some picks. That's fine. Michael Del Zotto goes to Boston. Wow, here's a blockbuster. A first, a prospect, and a third for Jaden Schwartz and Carl Hagelin. Jaden Schwartz is having an incredible postseason right now. He had a hat trick this afternoon when the Blues absolutely stomped Erik Karlsson and the San Jose Sharks 5-0 in the playoffs. But Buffalo gets Cole Lind, so we trade a promising prospect for Mike Green. Jim Benning, I would like to give you a swift kick in the nuts. What are you doing? St. Louis gets Nick Suzuki. Wow, okay, for David Perron. That's a shitty trade. And the Rangers get Ryan Strome. So some interesting moves around the NHL, that's for sure. Vancouver, what are you doing? I'll never understand you. So we do have a game against Arizona. That's the last game of the year. So any other slow sim games we have to do here? We got one against the Blues, one against the Hawks, and we'll go one against the Arizona Coyotes. So let's just see if we can get that regulation win. But we're going to stop every little while and see how we're doing. That's 3 straight losses. Come on, boys. No. Not like this. Up against the Blues here, our expansion nemesis. Let's go here. Period number 1. 1-0. Braden Schenn, baby, against his old team. The hometown kid scores on his old goalie, Jordan Binnington. Period number 2. 2 goals each in the second period. Newly acquired Nick Suzuki and Joel Edmondson. Sugimoto and Jesper Fast. We only have 14 shots. Can we hold the lead in the third period? Barbashev. Come on, boys. It's all tied up, 3-3 power play. That's a Sugimoto power play goal written all over it. All right, so Markstrom is standing on his head as per usual. Jacob Markstrom has been such a good signing for us. He has really kept us in most of these games. Come on, guys, get to overtime, get the pity point at least. All right, we got the pity point. I'm happy about that. If we go into a shootout, I will slow sim it just so we can see, and we're going to a shootout. Let's go. All right, here we go. 3-3 shootout. Tarasenko is starting it off. He comes in and, get out of here. Get out of here. Not today. 6'6" Jacob Markstrom, baby. Here comes the Japanese sensation, Sugimoto. Backhand cheese. You love to see it. Ryan O'Reilly comes in with a bunch of speed. Jacob Markstrom says, no. Get out of here, Ryan O'Reilly. All right, who do we got next? Braden Schenn, the former St. Louis Blue. He goes in. Binnington stands strong. He's got a goal in the game. Doesn't get another one. Robbie Fabry, he's made of glass, and he scores. A little bit of a backhand cheese once again. Justin Falk, going to round number 4 here. Alexander Steen, the old man. Nope, not today. Jacob Markstrom, baby, all day. We can win it here with Jesper Fast. He does a leg kick. He comes in. Jordan Binnington, brick wall. Round number 5, the captain, Alex Pietrangelo, comes in. Nope, Markey says, not today, Mr. Pietrangelo. Hiroyuki can win the game, the Japanese rookie. Oh, too many moves. Going into round number 6, Ivan Barbashev, he had the tying goal in the third. Nope, Jacob Markstrom using all 6'6" of his giant frame. Chubby for the win. Oh, he scores! Chubby, number 15. He's clutch. He gets the shootout winner. Jesper Fast had 3 points, and that's a huge win against our expansion nemesis. You love to see it. He had that one with like 19 seconds left to win the game, and that one was a big old game winner. We're currently out of the playoffs by 3 points. Oh boy, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Every game is a must win. Come on, boys, let's go. We're 4-5-1 in our last 10. That is just not good enough. That's a big win against the Blues. Now keep it going here. The Preds are in second place. That's a big shootout win. We gave them a point, but it's all good. 6-5 shootout loss. We got a pity point there. I think Colorado is in last place, so you got to get a win there, and you lose 6-3. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Edmonton, another loss. Come on here, guys. Now, we're up against the Wild here, and oh my god, we're 4 points out. If we don't win this game, it's not good. We really need this W. This is the biggest game of the year. We're 3-5-2 in our last 10. This is a must win against the Minnesota Wild. All right, come on, guys, let's go. We're in Minnesota, the XL Energy Center, or whatever it's called. It used to be called the XL Energy Center. I don't know what it's called now. Let's go. First period, must-win hockey game, and we're down by 2. Jaden Schwartz, the Saskatchewan-born kid, and we started Big Germ, so I guess our coach is throwing some faith there in the big guy. But Jaden Schwartz, the Saskatchewan-born kid, and then Eric Stahl scores as well. Period number 2. All right, we get 1. Sugimoto, there it is. That's a big goal. We're being outshot like crazy once again. I feel like every single game we just get outshot like crazy. Come on, guys, 1 shot. You're 1 shot away from tying this one up. If we lose this game, you could basically kiss our season goodbye. Come on, something's got to give here. Something's got to give. Come on. Oh, my God. 2-1. That's just not good enough. Not good enough at all. Yeah, we're dropping, and we're dropping fast. 76 points. Come on, guys. 10 games left in the regular season. What do I got to do here? What the hell do I got to do? I'm just going to go best lines. Maybe I'll move Michael Cole down. He hasn't had a goal since I put him on the second line. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know. Let's try it out. Hiroyuki's been playing well on that wing. I want to keep him there. Chubby, will put him on the second line. Actually, no, we're going to go ahead and put Killer there, and we're going to go back to what it initially was when we were winning hockey games. So Michael Cole's back down. Killer's up to the second line. Something's got to give, man. We got to win some hockey games here. We have a David versus Goliath matchup right now against the Montreal Canadiens. They're 42-15-15. 15 overtime losses. That's a lot of OT losses, but come on, guys. This is a must-win game here against the Hawks as well. Come on. I want to see a couple wins in a row here. Come on. Beat the Habs. There you go. And you lose against Tampa Bay. Whatever, though. You got the 2 points. That's fine. Another big shootout win. Another shootout win. Chubby probably had the winner there. Now, again, I've said it before. This is the biggest game of the year against the Chicago Blackhawks. They were a couple of points ahead of us before we had those 2 wins. We also lost twice as well, so let's go. Come on, boys. First period against the Hawks. You got Seidenberg, Hulkenberg, whoever else they have. Period number 1. Oh my God, are you joking me? Cahoon, Kilzakin gets 2, and frickin' Hulkenberg. Oh my God. We're just not good enough. We're not good enough. Period number 2. 5-2. Justin Falk and Hiroyuki. We ended up pulling Jacob Markstrom. Okay, Jesper Fast gets 1. All right, we get 1. We're 2 goals away from tying it up. Come on, crazier things have happened. Come on, boys. Yeah, we're toast here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oscar Sundqvist, he brings us within 1. We're being outshot like crazy as per usual. Come on, guys. 3 minutes left. You're 1 shot. Oh, my God. I thought we tied it there, but Brendan Sod. Brendan, don't be Sod 20. He gets, oh, my God, 7-4. This one is, yeah, let's burn the tape. Let's move on into the offseason, guys. I can't see us making the postseason. We got a couple games left. Let's see if we can run the table. I guess maybe that's my fault for not going to get, a big playoff rental. Another shootout loss. I don't know. Let's see where we go here. I mean, that's 2 in a row. We've got points in 3 straight, and there's a loss. And there's another loss against the Islanders. I did not think we were going to be in this position. This is pretty unfortunate. We're 0-0-5 against the Arizona Coyotes. Let's see if we can end off this year on a high note. Let's go. First period, 3-1. Hiroyuki, Matthew Perreault, and Hiroyuki scores there. Matthew Perreault scored from just outside the blue line. Probably just an absolute cannon. Period number 2. All right, 4-1. Braden Schenn gets a big goal. We get 2 in the third. Adam Larson and Jesper Fast. Chucky gets 1 for them. And that is all she wrote. We finally beat the Coyotes in regulation. Now let's see how badly we missed out. Let's see. Now I purposely didn't check where we are standing, but there it is. 87 points. What a terrible end to the year. That's just not good enough. Let's see how we did since the trade deadline. Let me just count some stuff up. So in the last 20 games of the regular season, we started on the 1st of March. The 1st of March against the Vegas Golden Knights with a big 2-0 shutout win. It was looking good. And then after that, we went 8-10-2. It's just not good enough. At the last month of the regular season, you got to be firing on all cylinders. That is just simply not good enough. That's a disappointment. That really is. 87 points. I mean, we're not going to be in a lottery position, so we're kind of picking like right in the middle. But Hiroyuki almost had 50 goals, 93 points. That just sucks. I mean, I was hoping we would make it into the postseason, but just wasn't quite meant to be. So let's go ahead and do a little season wrap up here. Still listed as a low franchise, still waiting for him to grow into a medium franchise. Braden Schenn with 81 points. Welcome home, kid. There you go. Plus 21, 26 goals, 55 helpers. That's awesome. Jesper Fast with 71 points. Are you serious? Wow, what a year. What a fantastic year. That's a career high. He could like grow. He could grow into like 83, 84 overall. That first line did some serious work. Now, I said Justin Falk will have 65 points. He has 65 on the dot. There you go. Sugimoto Hiroyuki, as a rookie, he had 62 points. Not bad at all, kid. Not bad at all. Anthony Cirelli with 51. That's good news. Now, Michael Dal Colle only had 5 points in the last 20 games of the regular season. Not a single goal. That is disappointing. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Very interesting, though, because I thought he was really going to step it up. But you know what? Still, 19 goals is a pretty damn good rookie year. I mean, technically a rookie. He's 23 years old. I'm happy he's a legitimate NHLer. I'm a little bit upset at the last 20 games. 5 points just really isn't enough. Matthew Perreault with 40 points. That's not bad. Chubby with 37. So he turned it on a little bit towards the end of the year. That's awesome. Oscar Sundqvist with 35 on the 4th line. You love to see it. Adam Larson there. Kristen Juice and Luke Schenn, the hometown kid, with 1 goal on the year, 11 points. That's awesome. What a complete package there. Pure sniper. As for goalies, Jacob Markstrom deserved a better fate. He seriously held us in it there for most of the entire year. Now, I'm not going to pull an Edmonton Oilers and say if this player played better, we might be in the postseason, but 5-13, that really didn't help us out in the long run. Yeah, I mean, this year, it was interesting. I thought maybe we would be a playoff team. It didn't turn out to be. It wasn't meant to be. It's all good. We're going to move on to next year. We got another draft. But next year, I want to not only contend for a playoff spot, but I'd like to do some damage in the postseason. But shout out to Sugimoto. Almost 50 goals. That's so awesome. Now, as for entire skaters, damn, there was a lot of goals scored this year. Holy, Evgeny Malkin had 56. That franchise guy from Montreal had a hell of a year, 104 points. But Steven Stamkos, the 50 and 50 club, how are you? Thanks for coming out, 106 points. Jonathan Drouin there with 102. Okay. Sure. Tyler Seguin follows up his insane year last year with a 98-point performance. Not bad at all. Tarasenko with almost 50 goals. There was 2 50-goal scorers this year. Yeah, 2. Sugimoto was almost number 3. But yeah, crazy. Adjusting the sliders really does work. Maybe I'll have a video up kind of explaining what I did for the sliders, because a lot of people are actually asking about it. Now, Jack Hughes or Hiroyuki for the Calder. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Jack Hughes. He ended up having 40 goals. Yeah, that's definitely deserving of the Calder Trophy, that's for sure. Now, Andre Vasilevsky, they paid 4 first-round picks to get this guy, and I guess it's paying off because, damn, 41, 18, and 5. He led the way, probably going to win the Vezina, his second Vezina, I believe. But there it is. That's how it all broke down. Unfortunately, we didn't make the postseason. I thought it was going to happen, but it was a little bit too far-fetched. Our AHL team, led by Boone Jenner, ended up having an incredible year of 117 points. So let's see if our AHL team can go ahead and make a nice run towards the Calder Cup. They had a decent run last year. Let's go ahead and follow their team. Let's see what they can do. Up against the Ottawa Senators farm team, we're 2-0. Make that 3-0. Make it, there it is. That's an easy sweep. Easy lemon squeezy. You only need to win 3 games in the first 2 rounds of the AHL playoffs. Then I believe the conference finals and the finals are a best of 7. I could be wrong, but actually, wait, that's not true. Maybe just the first round is 3 wins, because we already have 3 wins here. So I guess the second round, the third round, and the finals are a best of 7. That's weird how they do that. Why don't they just do a best of 7 for all the rounds? Really, really weird. We get past, I think that's Laval, the Laval Rocket? I don't know. I could be wrong. Up against the New York Rangers affiliate team, the Hartford Wolfpack. Maybe Tyroning's on that team. Back and forth. There's a big win there. We're up 3-1. Looking to close it out and head off to the final. There you go. Up against the Grand Rapids Griffins. That is the Detroit Red Wings farm team, and they are 11-3. Exact same as us. So let's go. Calder Cup, baby. That's, it's going real quick. We are up 2-1, so we won in overtime, lost in overtime, then a big old 6-3 win. We're up 3-1. You only need to win 15 games, which is so weird. Why don't they just do 4 best of 7s? That literally makes no sense. So let's go here. Let's see if we can win the Calder Cup. I've never seen the Calder Cup actually be presented, so if that could happen, that'd be pretty cool. Let's go. Period number 1, Regina. We're up 2-1. Boone Jenner and this guy. There you go. We're up against the Seattle Storm Bears legend Aaron Dell. Period number 2. All right, 3-3. They tie it up. Boone Jenner with his second of the night. All right, this one could go into overtime here. This one could be one for the ages. 3-3. Oh my God, there you go. 4-3. I don't know who that guy is. Make it 5-3. The Regina Renegades. Oh my God, we're blowing them out. We make it 6-3. They make it 6-4. Goals, goals, goals. The Regina Renegades are your Calder Cup champions. And now I didn't make a jersey, so this is a little bit embarrassing. We're rocking just a plain jersey, no logo. Doesn't even matter. There you go. Your Regina Renegades, Calder Cup champions. That's awesome. I'm wondering if it's the exact same presentation as the Stanley Cup. Again, I've never really went into this. I've never seen an AHL Calder Cup be awarded, so it's kind of cool. Oh, there's Cole Caulfield. Sorry, buddy. Good luck with the Wings, though. Now, I don't know who our captain is, but there he is. Should probably be more invested in this AHL team. So I guess that's it. All right, easy. Calder Cup, baby. Love to see it. So we won the Calder Cup. The NHL Cup is still yet to be awarded. We got the Blues and the Preds and the Maple Leafs and the Panthers. So let's see. The St. Louis Blues win the Stanley Cup. Those bastards are expansion nemesis. They get their first cup in franchise history. Now, where do we pick in the draft? Draft lottery gods, be good to us once again. There's no way we pick even close. Yeah, we pick number 11, which isn't bad, I guess, but Arizona, Vegas, the Islanders, Detroit gets another really high pick. So Arizona is going to get Agent C, which is very funny because he gets reunited with all the boys he played with the Coyotes, because we ended up using the Coyotes for our Seattle franchise. That is hilarious. Okay, so let's see here. We got OEL and Agent C back at it once again. There he is. He's for sure going number 1. That's no question. So Alexis Lafreniere, there he is. Obviously had an absolutely incredible year with the Rimouski Oceanic. Now, where are we going to pick? Obviously, we're not picking in the top 5 or even the top 10. It's going to be around here. So maybe Quinton Byfield will drop. That'd be awesome. I know how good he gets. He's an absolute monster. That would be cool to get. Another guy down the middle definitely wouldn't hurt. Lucas Raymond, he could be pretty damn good as well. He's got a similar style to Patrick Kane. He's a nice winger there. We got my boy Theo, who is a medium top 6. But we know Quinton Byfield is a legitimate medium elite, which is definitely nice. No one else. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is kind of where we're going to be drafting. If we can move up, I'll try to, but I don't think there really is a need to. I don't think that Byfield will drop to us. Lucas Raymond will be awesome. That's probably my number 1 pick. Antonio Strangis, there he is, looking like a pretty good winger as well. But I do like Quinton Byfield, I really do. If he can drop to us, that would be awesome. So what do you guys think we should do in the draft? There's a lot we got to think about here. Let's go ahead and view retired players. We'll look at the awards, and then that will be the end of this video. Marian Hossa ended up retiring, even though he hasn't played in 3 or 4 years. As for goalies, let's have a look here. Henrik Lundqvist, maybe? Nope. Nicholas Backstrom, again, hasn't played in like 10 years. Jonas Gustafsson, the Maple Leafs legend. Victor Fast, the Anaheim Ducks legend. And Justin Pogge, the Maple Leafs legend. That's it for all of the retired players. We're not doing scouting this year. We're not sending out scouts, so don't yell at me. We're not doing scouts, but Sugimoto is a 91 overall. Hello? Okay, that's fun. That's great. That's great news. Braden Schenn's an 89. Oh boy, we're jumping right up. Jesper Fast is an 84. Okay. Justin Falk's an 87. Sugimoto's an 83. Anthony Cirelli's up to an 81. Michael Dal Cole is a legitimate NHL player, baby, and he's 83 overall. Killer's up to an 82. Matthew Perreault's not doing anything. Chubby's up to an 80. This is awesome. Okay, I wasn't thinking anyone was going to get a huge upgrade, but 91 overall for Sugimoto. That is unreal. Now, I forgot to have a look at Bowen Byram. He's listed as a depth defenseman, had a pretty good year in the WHL, nothing crazy, but maybe he needs 1 year in the American Hockey League. As for goalies, let's have a look here. Big Germ still stayed at an 81. Markstrom dropped to an 85, so let's have a look at the awards, and Michael Dal Cole is a legitimate NHLer. Tell your grandma, tell your babysitter, tell your sister, they all need to know that Michael Dal Cole is a legitimate National Hockey League player. So it was the Blues and the Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. That's kind of crazy. Stammer wins the Art Ross. Tyler Seguin wins the Hart for the 2nd year in a row. Hedman with the Norris. Kane with the Lady Byng. The Calder went to Jack Hughes. The Conn Smythe goes to Jordan Binghamton. Not bad, buddy. The Vezina goes to Pekka Rinne. William M. Jennings goes to Pekka Rinne. Bill Masterton goes to Carlo. Ryan O'Reilly wins the Selke. And Ted Lindsay goes to Tyler Seguin for the 2nd year in a row. And I think that's his 2nd Rocket Richard. So once again, Tyler Seguin cleans up the awards. That guy is such a stud. So that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you think we should do in the draft. I might actually record the draft like either tonight or tomorrow because I'm kind of in the mood to record. So maybe I won't be featuring any of your comments, but let's go hop into the draft in the next video. I'll see you guys then.